Hello, ladybugs. How are we doing? We are filming from the boys' nursery today, and I'm gonna show off my boys. But first, I wanted to show you guys. I hate drinking water. I really don't like it, and I don't even like flavored water. Like the flavored water tends to be too sweet or too sour. I just am not a big fan of flavored water. But I found the Circle. And now I just drink this all day long. And I'm not getting paid or anything. This is not a paid sponsorship or anything like that. I just happen to really like it. If you like water or you're not a big fan of water, but you need to drink more, which we all do, I now carry this with me all day and drink it all day long. And when the little sip runs out, I just get a new one. My favorite flavor is the peach mango, which is what's in there now. But I also like the watermelon, the strawberry watermelon, the blackberry tea, the blueberry tea, the mango tea, the pear tea. I like a lot of their flavors. Some of them I really don't. I think they're gross, but I've really gotten into drinking this. I used to drink iced tea all day long, but now I drink the Circle. So I'm getting my water. So if you guys are looking for some way to get more water, that's a good way to do it. Okay, let's play with the boys. So this is Ashton. He's the Cody Bear by Laura Tuzio Ross. Isn't he adorable? He's got fuzz in his hair. The back of his hair is a little messy, but he's a handsome guy. All right, that's Ashton. And this little guy here, this is Saskia by Bonnie Brown, and this is Lucas. He has two little teeth in there. Isn't that adorable? I love Lucas. I've had him for years. He was my very first Saskia. And I have 11 now. But this is Lucas. And then this is Logan. He is also the Saskia by Bonnie Brown. And he's got two-tone hair. I don't know if you can see, but he's got dark hair at the back. But then he's got little blonde wispies in the front, which is really pretty. So this is Logan. Isn't he cute? He is just a little angel. And then we have this little guy. And this is Lennon. All my Saskias have L names. And he's my little red-haired baby. Isn't he beautiful? He's also the Saskia by Bonnie Brown. And then here's another Saskia boy by Bonnie Brown. Isn't he just a doll? This is Lucas. Yes, huh? So there's him. And then my other boy, Saskia, is over here in the swing. And this is Layton. And Layton has a twin sister who looks exactly like him in the other room. And her name is Leia, but this is Layton. Isn't him handsome? Look at his little painted hair. So pretty. We'll put Layton back in his swing because he was chilling in the swing. And then we have, this is Carson, and he's the Ellis, and I forget who made the Ellis, but this is him. He's got combi hair, so he's got the painted hair you can see underneath, and then he's got the rooted hair on top. This is Carson. He's a good-sized baby, too. And then this is our little friend Oliver. And he is just such a cutie. Look at that little face. Look at that little face. He's got beautifully mono-rooted hair. And he is the Maisie by Andrea Arcello. And this is Oliver. Him's a good chunky boy. And then I have a memory baby because my son passed away. And this is Cody. He's my memory baby. He's named after Cody, my son who passed away. Isn't he handsome? And he is the Liam by Bonnie Brown. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Liam and Saskia in real life, the babies that inspired these sculpts, are actually brother and sister. So it's kind of cool. I have some Saskias that match my Liam so they can be like brother and sister. But this is Cody. He's a handsome boy. And then we have this little guy here. This is Ryan, and he is the Maggie by Natalie Blick. And he is a serious looking guy, but he's just a bundle of fun. He knows how to have fun. So there's Ryan. And he is painted by the amazing Gwyneth Mitchell. She does a beautiful job. I love her blushing. So there's little Ryan. Look at his little feet. He's so cute. And then we have Harrison. This is little Harrison, and he is the Mei Lin by Ping Lao. Isn't he beautiful? I love his hair. He's got beautifully rooted dark hair. So there's Harrison. And then his hair's a little messed up, but this is Andy, and he's the Penny by Natalie Blick. And he I've had for a long time, like probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years now. He's been with me a long time. He's one of my favorites. Isn't he beautiful? Look at that little guy. How could you not just want to kiss that face? Look at that little guy, little nose. So there's Andy. And then this is Armani, and he is the Gauchin. There he is. He's a little dark-skinned boy, huh? He's a little dark-skinned boy. I used to have 2, but I traded one of them, so now I just have Armani. Huh, there's a cute boy. And he's got beautifully painted hair as well. But this is Armani. The Gauchin has a big old fat tummy, and I just love it. It's so cuddly. And then this is Chandler, and he is the Larry by Natalie Blick. And he's got no painted hair, but he's got this one little tuft of rooted hair on his head, and I think he's just too cute. But there's Chandler. Oh. And then this is Timmy, and he's the Alexis by Cassie Brace. And he's just a beautiful baby. I love, this is probably the smallest that I really like to go. This is 23 inches. He's very squishy and very cuddly, but he's a beautiful baby. Yeah, I like to snuggle him. But there's Timothy. And then we have Tamsin, and he's all dressed up. I don't remember why I had him dressed like this, but he's all dressed up. There's Tamsin, and he is the Tate by Andrea Arcello. And isn't he cute? Look at his little shoes. Look at his little dress shoes. Aren't those adorable? He is just a handsome little guy. I love his red hair. So this is Tamsin. And then we have Bentley, and he has a twin sister in the other room named Bailey. But this is Bentley. Sorry, his snaps came undone. Let's redo that real quick. And he is the James by Sandy Faber. Look at that little face. How could you not just want to squish those cheeks, huh? So there's Bentley. And then over here we have, hold on, I'll be right there. All right, let's see. Come here, buddy. Oh, we lost the cat. Here we go. Okay, this is little Gus. And he is the Rhea by Ping Lao. And he's all dressed in his spring best, huh? So there's little Gus. Isn't he a cutie? Just love those little cheekers. All right, well, take me a second because I got to put him back in his little bouncer seat. He's in a bouncer seat over here. Not a bouncer seat, not really a walker, but a walker jumpy thing. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then this is Kieran. Oh, and he's a big boy. He's a big, heavy boy. This is Kieran. And he's the Pickle by Nikki Johnson. And he has a twin sister as well named Kaya. But there's Kieran. And then this little guy here is Bentley. And he is the Liam by Bonnie Brown. Isn't he a handsome guy? He really is beautiful. But there's Bentley. Huh, Bentley? Yeah. So there's, sorry, Bennett. I just showed you Bentley. This is Bennett. I'm sorry. So there's Bennett. I was like, wait a second. His name isn't Bentley. It's Bennett. Huh. And then this is Cooper. And he is the Vito by, I don't remember who off the top of my head. But he's the Vito kid. His name is Cooper. Isn't he cute? So there he is. And then we have this little guy here. He's one of my favorites. This is Rannon, and he's the May Louise kit. I love his big eyes. So there's Rannon, and he's got beautifully painted hair as well. Isn't he pretty? Look at his little face. He's so pretty. So there's Rannon. And then, let me move this a little. The Mobile came off the crib and now it's just kind of hanging out. Oh, here's Austin, and he is the Sleepy Sage. There's Austin. Oops, his sock's coming off. There we go. Isn't he cute? Look at his little face. I just love his little puckered up lips. And then we come over here and we have Tommy J, and he is the Chase by Bonnie Brown. Here he is. And actually what I did with him was I put a silicone breast off Amazon in his booty, and it makes his butt feel so real. I call it butt therapy because I just sit around and pat his butt, and it is so calming and relaxing. But this is Tommy J, and he's the Chase. And then we have Hunter. Here's Hunter, and he's my Evelyn by Cassie Brace. He's one of my Evelyns. Here's Hunter. So that's him. And then we have Baby Keely. And Baby Keely is the Marianne by Natalie Blick. But he makes just a beautiful little guy. So there's little Keely. He's more like 21 inches, but I have him weighted so nicely that he's a heavy little chunk. And he's got combi hair. He's got painted hair, and then he's got this little rooted tuft just right on the top, and it's so cute. Huh, Keely. And then we have Mikey. He's over here. And he's the Ava. Here he is. Isn't he cute? Such a little cutie. Look at that little face. There's Mikey. And then we have Sebastian. I call him Seb because he's the Sebby kit. But there's Sebastian. I need to repaint him, but I just love him. He's so cute. Isn't he cute? Look at that little tongue sticking out. Look at that little tongue sticking out, huh? Stinker. Then there are two other babies over here, but I haven't named them. Had them for a long time, and I have to either repaint them or name them or do something with them. There's this little guy. And he just looks like a happy little guy. I think he was an Ashton Drake kit that somebody reborned. And then I have one girl in here. And I don't remember the name of her kit, but I've had her a long time as well. There she is. And I don't have a name for her yet either. But she just hangs out in here with the guys, keeping an eye on things. She's the babysitter. And then, finally, last but not least, we have Prince Finley. And he is the Elliot by Cassie Brace. Isn't he beautiful? He's gorgeous. And he's also got combi hair. He's got mostly painted hair, but he's got a little tuft of rooted hair. Isn't he gorgeous? And he just hangs out in the car seat down here. So those are my boys. And I think I brought the boys down from upstairs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. So I think this is all of my boys. I don't have as many boys as I have girls, not nearly. But I do have boys. And then my new boy is in Mason. He's in the girls' nursery because I was holding him last night. And my rocking chair's in there. So I wanted to show you guys the boys. I'm going to fan around the nursery so you can see. Let me just undo my phone from the tripod. Here we go. See, that's what Gus is sitting in. He's sitting in the little bouncer thing. And there's Kieran, Bennett, Rannon and Cooper. There's Austin. Now we got all the boys in the crib. Layton is over here. Here's the other babies. And then the cradle, we have, whoops, those three. And then Finley is down here in the car seat. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I just wanted to show you the boys. Evie's here to say hi. Let's say hi to Evie. Say hi. Say hi, Evie. Yeah, there's Evie. There's Evie. Yeah, huh? See, I'm not one of the boys, huh? So cute. All right, guys. Well, see you later. Have a good night, ladybugs. Bye.